Dear Diary, it's the 29th of September, and this morning I had an appointment with the anaesthetist at the hospital. Sadly, I still have not passed muster. I don't really know what the issue is anymore, but she needs to see all my records relating to my scoliosis. It was quite a tense meeting, I'll be honest, because I've had lots of surgery in my time, and I've never had pre-assessments quite like this before. I'm not really understanding it, and I have issues, shall we say, in that environment anyway, because the first time I think I was seen, I was probably about 6 months old, and I've been in and out of hospital certainly since I was 3 years old. Every time I go in that environment, I'm just a child again. So I have been working hard on myself to make sure I stand up for myself, because so often, I could go in for an ingrown toenail and the next minute you've got all your top off so that the doctor can have a good old look, because that is what happens all the time. My privacy and dignity has been invaded so many times. Anyway, she concluded that she needed to have a look at my back, and all hell broke loose, because it's like, you need to give me exactly the reason why you need to look. And let's just say there were holes in her story, and she felt very uncomfortable, and she did change her story in the end. Said, oh no, all I need to do is look down the back of your t-shirt. And it's like, whatever. I'm just sick of being in a zoo, because that's how I felt all my life. It's like I'm an oddity. She did go through all the pain relief options that would be available if I ever get that far, because certain ones are off the table. Things like epidural and so forth are off the table. But she talked about having, she talked through a number of options, and she talked about having a drip afterwards, a morphine drip. And I think I showed too much keenness in that one, because she took that one off the table almost immediately. So I think she concluded that I'm clearly an addict, which I'm not, I might add. But I quite like the idea of having morphine on a button to press at my discretion. So anyway, I may have blown that one. But in other news, I think I mentioned this before, but there's a security guard named Gabriel at my local Tesco. And I've seen him a lot and smiled and we'd said hello. And then I had a conversation with him. Now, this was several months back, and I'm sure I mentioned it on my podcast. And it was a time where I was feeling a bit down, I'll be honest. And yeah, it was nice having a chat with this guy. Anyway, I didn't see him again. I don't know why. He just wasn't there. And I just thought, oh, this is really spooky. Am I imagining it? Because it was quite a pick-me-up, And I thought, oh, is he my angel Gabriel? And because he cheered me up, he no longer needs to be here. Anyway, he was there today. So I had a good old chat with him. And I did ask him if he was actually real or whether he was my angel. And he confirmed he was real, and he had a 14-hour shift. So anyway, he worked his magic, and I felt a lot better after talking to him. Much love and gratitude.